So you get to tell them what your name is.
Judy.
Okay, Julie. And you're looking right in here. And then you tell me how old you are.
7.
7. And when's your birthday? When will you be 8? Do you know?
The 20th of May.
20th of May?
Yeah.
And what's the name of your mom and dad?
David and Susanna.
Nice. How many brothers and sisters do you have? How many brothers?
9. No. 5 brothers.
5 brothers. And how
4
many
sisters.
And 4 sisters?
When's my birthday?
And what's the name of your very youngest brother?
Paxton.
And what's the name of your oldest brother?
Jacob. Paxton.
Very good. And now you got to give me, what is this thing? What kind of face?
Show us your grinning face.
Oh, yeah.
Your best grinning face.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I didn't see any difference.
That's awesome. That's awesome. All right, Miss Julie. That's even better. Do you have a middle name?
Linda.
Oh, Linda. Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
Julie Linda. That's
Julie Anna Linda.
Julie Ann Linda?
Julie Anna Linda.
Julie Ann Linda. Oh, that's a beautiful name. All right, beautiful Julie Ann and Linda Esplin. If you could have your best day ever,
You just move this.
all day long, what would it look like?
You move this.
Like, would you get up at 3 in the morning and go running with your dad? Would that be the best day ever?
No.
Okay, so what would your best day ever be?
I feel like it would be like 10. Maybe, no. I would get up like 9 and then go to school.
You would go to school
Yeah.
on a perfect day?
Mhm.
Okay.
Wow.
You pull this.
Okay.
Okay.
And what would you eat on your best day ever?
Crepes.
Crisp?
Crepes.
Oh, crepes. Would you have fruit in it, or chocolate, or what kind would you like?
Of them.
All of them?
Yeah.
Who would make the crepes for you?
My sister.
Which sister?
That one.
That sister named
Susie.
Susie. Susie makes crepes. Oh, we'll have to ask her about that.
Them.
What's your Halloween's coming up? What is your favorite, best Halloween treat?
That's a hard one.
I know. When you go trick or treating, what kind of candy do you think is the best?
Airheads.
Airheads? Do you like the sour ones? Are there sour airheads? Am I making that up? Just regular airheads?
Yeah.
What would be your favorite Halloween costume that you could wear?
I don't know.
Don't know? What's your favorite Halloween costume that somebody else could wear that would be like really scary?
Oh.
James.
James?
Yeah.
He would wear a crazy Halloween costume? What would he dress up as? You don't know?
Right here. Stand right here.
Not sure?
Peter Pan.
Oh, Peter Pan. That is pretty scary. And tell me one thing or 20 things that you love about your family.
Daddy, get a hold of my brother.
That you get to hold your brother. You are a very good big sister. That is a good one. Thank you.
2.
First, middle, and last.
Susanna Esplin.
No middle name?
No middle name.
Oh, okay. I like that. That's kind of fun. And how old are you?
9.
And you will be 10 when?
In July.
July what? July
8th.
July 8th. We like July birthdays. So, what grade are you in?
4th.
4th grade. And what's your favorite subject?
Think math or art.
Math or art. Oh, those are very fun. How many siblings do you have?
9.
9. How many boys?
5.
How many girls?
4.
What's the second brother's name?
James.
That's your second brother? What about the boy that's on the mission?
Oh, that's Tom.
Oh, yeah. Where is he?
He's in Guatemala.
He's in Guatemala. Very nice, very nice. Okay, you got to give me your best. What is this called? Grooming?
Grinning
How
face.
come I don't know what that is? What's a grooming face? Show me.
Good.
That is a good one. I like that. Okay, so you get to choose your very perfect day from the beginning of the day till the whole end. What are you going to do this whole day?
I'm going to wake up at 8 o'clock. No, 9 o'clock.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go to a Disneyland and play for 1 hour. And then go to Florida. And then swim in the ocean. And go to Mexico.
Fun. What are you going to eat during this day?
I'm gonna eat Mexican food.
Anything in particular?
Definitely not my noodle. I hate that. What else? I don't know.
Just something good.
Yeah.
Something good. Okay, so Halloween's coming up. Do you have a favorite Halloween treat?
Twix.
Big Twix? Little Twix?
Big.
Absolutely. What about Halloween costume? Is there something that you think would be a really cool costume?
I don't know. Let's see.
Can't think of anything really too thrilling.
Yeah.
What's the ugliest costume you've ever seen anybody wear?
Your dinosaur outfit.
What's the prettiest costume you've ever seen?
I don't know.
Baby Shark?
That's not pretty.
Oh, okay. That's okay.
Tin Man.
Oh,
Because it's
yeah.
all shiny.
Oh, yeah. That's true.
We have a Tin Man costume. Lily wore it last. I wore it last year.
Oil can. Oil can. Oil can what?
What about your baby brother? What is the funnest thing you get to do with him?
Hold him.
Does he like you?
Probably.
Definitely. Tell me one thing or 20 things that you really love about your family.
Paxton. That we have a really big family. Vivi. Yeah, that's it.
I like it. In order of all the kids, what number are you?
7.
7. 7 of 10. That's a good lucky number, isn't it?
I don't know.
Say yes.
Okay.
Okay. What else should we ask this young gal?
Why did they name you Susie?
Well, I have a relative. I don't know if it's on my mom's side. I think it's on my mom's side. That's named Susanna. So, yeah.
We love the name.
Me too. That's a great name. Are we good?
They're good.
Okay, thank
Thank you, Susie.
Can you go send in Matt? Matt or James? Tell us your name.
See, Vivi.
Vivi?
Vivi?
And how old are you? This many?
Vivi, how old are you?
This many?
He's
Or
this
this
old?
many? Yep.
She's 2.
Who is your favorite sister? Who's your next favorite sister? Julie. Who's your next favorite sister? Julie. Who's your next favorite sister? Who's your other favorite sister? Lily. What is your baby brother's name? Paxton. What's your oldest brother's name?
Jacob.
And where's Tommy right now?
Mission.
Mission. He's on a mission. We're on an
Is he flying?
airplane. Okay, Vivi, give us your crazy face.
Go big.
Can you do a really
Okay.
quick? Make your face go scrunchy.
Did you do it? That's a good one. That's a good one. What do you like for Halloween candies? You like M&Ms or Twix?
Do you like candy? Grapes. Oh, grapes.
Oh, she likes grapes. Ooh, yummy.
And grape medicine.
And great medicine. What is your favorite? What is you like for dinner?
Pizza.
Like pizza?
Yeah.
What kind of ice cream do you like?
Say vanilla, chocolate.
Ooh, yummy. And do you have a big girl bed now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you get to sleep with Paxy?
You do.
You can sleep with Paxy.
And what do you like about your family? You like Paxton? Do you like to give your mom and dad hugs? Yeah. Who else do you like to give hugs to? Daddy.
And Sherry.
And Sherry, if this goes well. There you have
And
it.
Uncle Kevin.
And everybody, you like to give everybody hugs?
Yeah.
Yay! And you took really pretty pictures today. Yay! Thank you. We've come here to have a discussion about you.
Okay.
What is your full name?
James David Esplin.
Oh, that's a good name. And how old are you?
11.
When will you be 12?
Well, my birthday's May 18th, so I'll be 12 in less than...
So whatever this is. So 7 months, whatever it is.
6,
So
7
your
months, yeah.
birthday's in May. That's a good one. How many brothers do you have?
I have 4 brothers.
Do you know all their names?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, what are they?
Okay, Jacob, Tom, Matthew, and Paxton.
Nice. And where are they right now?
Okay, Jacob is in college. Tom is on a mission
Do you know where?
in Guatemala.
Ooh.
I'm not sure where in Guatemala, but then Matthew is, I think, back in the backyard,
Mm-hmm.
and Paxton is with my dad.
Ah, very good. Okay, you get to do a really grooming face.
How do you say it? Grinning face?
No, it's a gurney.
Gurning. Like a
Gurning.
Guernsey, but
A
gurning.
Guernsey face. Okay, show us
Guernsey.
your best one. That's actually really, really
That's
good.
the best one we've had.
That is a really, really good one. Okay, James, you get to have the whole day to yourself from morning till night. What are you going to do?
What?
Okay.
Tell me that.
So, I probably would sleep until 10. First thing. No school that day. And then I would eat breakfast, which would be something that I know. Crepes are really good. And then, but maybe I didn't want that because it's kind of filling. And then I wanted
It's your day. You can have more than just
Anyway, and then probably during the time that I have from breakfast to lunch, I would probably be doing like watching something, or no, probably doing a game with someone, or video games, something like that, until lunch. And then I would probably, I don't know what I would eat for lunch. Probably ramen, because that's yummy. And then maybe like watch a show, and then dinner, and then dinner would be probably pizza, and I think that's, I mean, from then I would go all the way to midnight, like watching something either that, or like doing a game with people, like board games and things like that.
Or video games.
That sounds like a fun day. You get the whole day
Going
to
to
yourself.
arcades.
So Halloween's coming up. Do you have a favorite Halloween treat you like?
I like. That is a hard question because that's basically saying what's your favorite candy, which is pretty tricky question. I really like milk duds. Really
Yummy.
good.
What about costumes? Do you like Halloween costumes?
Yes.
What kind of costume would you like to wear?
I would like to wear probably maybe like a superhero costume, something like that.
With a cape?
Maybe something like that, you know.
Super what?
Muscles.
You said superhero, right? Yeah. let's ask one more really super hard question for you. What is one of the things that you love about your family?
Okay. I like about our family, I love, that I have a lot of siblings, so I can like learn from them, their mistakes and things like that, so I can like just be better.
Do you like playing games with them? What kind of things do you like doing with them?
I like watching shows with them, but that's not it. The most one of the things I like doing is, just a few days ago we went.
What is your first, middle, and last name?
Matthew Orland Esplin.
Oh, where did you get your middle name?
My great grandpa on the Fielding, my mom's side of the family, I think. Maybe it was my dad's side. I don't even remember.
Probably your mom's side.
I always forget.
I don't recognize that name.
Marion Orland Fielding. Fielding. So yeah, it was mom's side.
Very nice. And how old are you?
13. I turned 13 this April.
And so you'll be 14
Next,
April.
Yeah.
April's a good birthday. And how many siblings do you have?
I have a lot of siblings. I have 9 siblings. One of them was actually just born like 2 months ago. So.
Can you name them all in order?
Sure.
Do it.
Paxton, Vivi, Julie, Susie, James, me, Lily, Ari, Jacob, and Tom. Not in order right there. It's Tom and Jacob. And I obviously said something wrong. So I think...
You said something wrong? He went backwards. I was like, that's awesome.
I went youngest to oldest.
That's cool.
Perfect.
That's the
great.
right
That's
order.
the way it should go.
Yeah, youngest are cool.
I said all the names, didn't I? Paxton.
You did. Also.
I missed one. Paxton, Vivi, Susie. No, it's Julie. Sorry. I know the order. I just say the wrong name on accident. It's Paxton, Vivi, Julie, Susie, James, me, Lily, Ari, Tom, Jacob.
Ooh, good one. So what number are you?
I was the middle until Paxton was born, so I'm number 5.
5 of 10.
Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice. What? Oh, you got to do the face.
Gurning face. What's your
Gurning
gurning face?
So,
Show it to us.
back in homeschool, it's actually where we discovered it, and I practiced a little thing that my brother can also do. It's like...
He can close his nose with his lips.
I can do it too.
I used to have to like breathe in my nose to be able to get it to scrunch up there, but now I can just go.
I'm gonna watch.
Well, you'll be next. That's a good one.
And then I also like to do something like maybe I'll stick my tongue out and then like go cross-eyed like that.
Okay, show us that one. Those are the best that we've ever seen. Those are good
Huh?
ones.
How do you stick your tongue out while doing that?
Very good.
Like
Well,
this.
there's a little hole.
All
It's
right,
not that
guys.
hard.
Okay, here we go.
Sherry's asking questions.
I'm not
Here we go.
pushing my lips like that. I'm not doing. I'm doing. I'm pulling it down and up.
We'll practice while we get the next question.
Okay.
So this whole next day, you get to do whatever you want. From the beginning of the day till the end. Where are you going? What are you doing? What does it look like?
Well, there's no school obviously because that wouldn't be the best day. I am visiting Brazil and seeing cool animals and stuff. I'm eating really yummy foods. I don't know, like cinnamon rolls and Dutch pancakes and all the good stuff. And what else was it? Is where am I going? What am I doing? I don't know. Looking at I've really been interested. Like when the Windows screen pops up, I'm the person who usually clicks the I like it one because I usually like it. So I like most of the places I've seen. Yeah, that'd be cool.
And you staying up all night?
Yes, for sure.
There you
I've
go.
never done all-nighter, so I will need to one day.
You'll need to one day for sure. Now, Halloween's coming up. Do you have a favorite Halloween treat?
I like fruit candies more than I like chocolate. Well, unless it's a Lindor, but that's completely different. I like never get Lindors at Halloween, so I can't expect that. Normally, I think like a fruit roll-up would be awesome, and I think I like gummy fruit candies a little bit more than hard fruit candies, but I like all of them. I like the chewy ones, like the little fruit rolls, and there was the Spanish candy that everyone had last year, like it was called Max or something, and it had really good flavor. I like that stuff.
Okay, these are lots of options here, but tell us one thing especially that you love about your family.
I like that my family's fun and there's always someone you can play with because it's so huge, and also I like that kind of just you can if you're done with what you have to do, you can just have fun. I like that. That's a thing you can do.
I like that. I like that. Do you have any other thoughts for this? Okay, thank you for coming to participate with us. Can you tell us your full name?
Sure. Lily Anna Esplin.
Awesome. And how old are you?
16.
And when is your birthday?
May 29th, 2007.
Awesome. And what year are you in school?
Junior.
And what are a couple of your favorite things that you do at school?
I like to sing. I like to dance. I like to write. I like to draw. That's about it.
What are some things that you're like, I hate about school? Or not hate, dislike?
Dislike. Probably like just sitting there. It's really boring. Like if I'm just like listening to a lecture, it's not fun. And doing homework is hard. I don't like it. But I like school as a general rule, but it kind of sucks sometimes.
True.
And the people suck sometimes.
If we're honest.
Yeah.
What do you like about having your own room?
It's weird. I don't really like it. Like there's some benefits, but then I had to clean it, and then I had to. And like there's no one to talk to at night. I'm just by myself.
Who do you like sharing your room with?
I've only ever shared no, that's not true. I've shared a room with Ari, and then I shared with Matt and Ari at one point. I really like sharing with Ari, but that's just kind of what I did like my whole life. So.
Why is she a good room sharer person?
Because I mean we're just close in age, and we have a lot of the same interests, so like it just works. And then yeah, well with Matt it was like when I was like little, and I don't really remember it. So yeah.
So do you miss Ari sometimes?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, do you tell her that?
No.
Oh. Okay. Okay, so you get to do this face too, right?
The gurning face.
Okay.
What's your best gurning face?
I don't have a good gurning face.
Like this?
Your best attempt.
Fake it. Everyone has done a weird one. Perfect. Yeah, that'll work. All right. Now, so you get the full day to yourself. All day from morning till night. What are you going to do? And where are you going to go?
That would be really boring.
What does it look like? You can invite others to go with you, but you get to plan the whole day.
We would be inside most of the time because going outside is terrible and I hate it. unless it's at night. We would go to the park at night. That would be one of the things. I love going to the park, but I don't like going during the day, which kind of sucks. It would involve a lot of karaoke and food and people, but not too many people, because too many people is bad. If I could plan a day, I'd probably want my sister to come back, because that would be fun.
Ari?
Yeah.
It's your day.
Yeah.
And what kind of food? Do you have special foods that you'd love to eat or have somebody cook for you and spoon feed you?
It would be a lot of snacks. snacks are good. Like, I don't. I'm kind of like right now. I'm like chocolate doesn't actually sound that good. Usually it sounds amazing, but right now I'm like, something with cheese. I don't know what. A lot of fruit, like raspberries. That sounds really good right now. Something with raspberries. Cheesecake. I love cheesecake. It's so good. I don't know what else, cause I would just like want it to be kind of chill, but like fun, and we could like play games and sing and stuff like that, and it would just be fun. And yeah, I don't know what else.
Would me and Uncle Kevin be invited? Because your kind of day sounds really awesome, especially with the food.
And the karaoke.
And the
That sounds like
Sure.
Yeah, so we're invited.
Yeah, as long as you are willing to sing, then you're invited. If you're gonna be lame and not sing, then you're not.
silhouette of a man. Calaboosh, calaboosh. Can you do the fandango? Sorry.
Perfect.
See, he can sing.
Yeah.
Okay, so Halloween's coming up. Do you have a favorite Halloween treat? You just said no, kind of done with chocolate, so maybe.
But I do like chocolate. I really like milk duds, but my dentist might say I should just not. I have had so many cavities.
Oh,
It's not even funny. There's two of them here right now. One of them is my dentist, and he has had to fix like 7 cavities in the past month.
Oh, he loves it.
So, and that was just one time. I've had a lot more than that. So, and sugar does hurt when I eat it, which I don't think is a good thing. But
Hurts what? Like it hurts
like
your
in my teeth, yeah,
Ah.
yeah. I think that might mean things, but
It hurts good.
don't.
Yeah, I'll go cry. Okay.
Yeah.
So.
But I like fruity candies too. Like, that's such like sour. Sour sounds good. Like something sour.
You sound like Matt. You and Matt have the same candy taste.
Like Warheads, they kind of taste terrible, but they're so fun to eat.
Yeah. All right, now you've got lots of wonderful people in your family. What is one thing that you love about your family?
I think my family, we have a really like close relationship with each other because we're around each other. Well, like, we were homeschooled for 2 years, and we were kind of just around each other all the time. So like we kind of like formed this close relationship, and I feel like a lot of families don't have that. So I just feel really blessed to have that in our family. Like I feel like I can talk to my siblings and like that they actually care about me, like, and they like me and they like being around me, and that feels good. So.
Awesome. Okay, here's a test. Can you name all your siblings in order from youngest to oldest?
Of course.
All right. Let's hear it.
Full names?
Ooh.
With
Ooh,
the
yeah.
birthdays?
Give me
Better.
full
Yeah.
names.
With the birthdays?
Yeah,
Oh,
with the
Sure.
Well, okay then.
Okay. So Paxton Scott Esplin was born on the 22nd of August, 2023. Viviana Esplin was born on the 28th of June, Oh my goodness, what year was she born? 2021. 2021. She's 2 and it's 2023. Juliana Linda Esplin was born on the 20th of May, 2016. Yes. Susanna Esplin was born on July 8th, 2014. James David Esplin was born on May 18th. I said James David. May 18th, 2012. Matthew Orland Esplin was born on April 7th, 2010. I was born on the day I already said. Ariana Esplin was born on June 18th, 2005. Thomas Stallworthy Esplin was born on January 1st, 2003. And
New Year's baby.
Jacob Joseph Esplin. I knew that. Jacob Joseph Esplin was born on July 21st. Yes, I'm pretty sure that's right. That's the only one I struggle with. 2001.
Wow.
My name is Diane Cheryl Esplin. Used to be Diane Cheryl Dalrymple, but I'm married in Esplin.
and how old you are. Maybe we don't
I need to
care about
ask
that.
Becky. She keeps track of that for me. I'm
Should we ask someone their
56,
birthdays?
50, something like that. I don't remember.
50-something.
Yeah, I'm in my late 50s.
Perfect. And then you get to do this weird face for us. These girls will show you.
The grinning face. Yeah.
There you go. It's perfect. That's perfect. All right, Miss Diane, if you could plan out your perfect day from beginning to end, what would it look like?
I think I would start with some of the projects that I want to finish. I have some genealogy things that I want to do. I have some sewing things I want to do. And then I would end it with friends and or families playing games. And a good food would be in there somewhere, but it wouldn't be the feature. It would be the getting stuff done, doing some creating, and then goofing off with beating Uncle Brian at a game or something.
And who would be in charge of making the food?
See it.
Right.
That was a no-brainer.
It's like, certainly not anybody in my house.
Awesome. And we won't ask about
Not that Becky's not she's a good cook. However, Sienna exceeds all expectations.
Jeez. All right, what is one thing that you just love about your family?
We laugh a lot, and it's the way we diffuse difficult situations and everything with humor, and people think I'm pleasant because I'm laughing a lot at work or in things, and it's like that's how we talk at our house. We talk in humor. We're funny people.
All right, for now your kids, can you name them all in order and their full names and birthdays? We just
Maybe.
saw that.
Michael Kenneth Esplin was born on July 12, I think 12? Yeah, 12, 1992. And then Becky was June 2, 1997. Then Lindsay was June 13, 1996. But I forget that because she comes before. And then Ben was June 4, 2000. June 4, 2000.
Sweet.
And then Ken, I always forget his birthday because I wasn't there. Is August 11, 1965.
And tell us one thing that you really like about each one of your kids. It's kind of their unique thing about them that maybe others don't recognize or see as much.
Ben has an enormously big, caring heart. And I think about today, I saw him holding, with little Paxton was holding his finger, and he looks at me and he goes, "Mom, you do not understand. I must be a dad." Because he just loves with a gigantic heart. Becky is my grown-up. I'm like, I don't have to raise kids anymore. I don't have to be a grown-up anymore. And she's the one that keeps me. You can't buy that, Mom. You don't have a place for it. Mom, you can't do that. So I love her, and I actually enjoy pushing the boundaries with her because it's kind of like, yes, I remember when I was the parent. Lindsay, oh my gosh, she is a superwoman. I can't believe the things that she has endured and overcome, and she's just ambitious, and she's going places, and I'm like, I can't even feel like I can take credit for it because she's just an incredible kid. And Michael has been my, he was my first baby, so he's the learner. You learn on him. It's a poor kid. But he also, both my boys, just tender hearts. I remember when I was just, let's see, it must have been between Becky and Ben, or I don't remember, but I had a miscarriage, and we were moving to Washington the next day, and I had to go to the hospital and have the this stuff taken care of, and Ben, this little teeny, 4-year-old kid, whatever, can I make dinner? And he made peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for me. He is, both my boys are so tender-hearted, and I hope he gets to be a dad someday, because he will be an awesome one.
Tell us about your daughter-in-law.
Erica she is a blessing. We don't always speak the same languages. She's a very gift and schedule and organized person, and I think sometimes she's like, what did I marry into? So she'll be saying, okay, who do we have for Christmas this year? And she'll say it in January, and I'll think about it in November.
And I forgot Zach. Tell us about Zach.
Zach is wonderful. He has all these adventurous things that he wants to do, and he gets to take Lindsay out and do them with her, and she's always such a good sport. She's like, we're going to go out and we're going to
Hunt an elk
a
today.
deer, and we're going to shoot it and bring it home, and they don't have any, oh, that's too hard, they're just like, plow forward, we'll figure it out, and they're such a cool partnership, and I'm so glad they found each other.
Agreed.
Oh, my name is Rebecca Diane Esplin, but I go by Becky.
Nice. And how old you are? And how old your mom is, because she couldn't read.
Oh dear. No, I'm 26 years old, and my mom is 55. She's turning 56 in like a month.
Okay, she wasn't sure. And then when your birthday is?
My birthday is June 2nd, 1997. I was born in the 1900s.
Ooh, man. And then your siblings. The names of your siblings.
I have 3 other siblings. I can count. I have an older brother, Michael. I have an older sister, Lindsay. And I have a little brother who loves to be referred to a little brother because he's so tall, Ben.
Very good. Okay, she's going to do her grewing face.
Gurning
Gurning.
face.
I look at this going, a gurning face. You know what that means,
I
right?
don't know what a gurney
It's like
Can you
this.
girls show?
The ugliest face. Like this.
is. Shush.
Yeah, it could be anything.
Oh, pucker up your lip
Your
here
face
like
looks
this.
good.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I like it.
You can stop making it now.
Okay, so Becky gets to choose her perfect day. From the moment she gets up till the end of the day, whatever she wants, whoever's with her, whatever she gets to do, eat or see. What would that look like to you?
Oh, wow, okay. That's difficult because family vacations and reunions with people I love. Here you go, babe. That's a really perfect day. But if I was just by myself, because I like hanging out with people, all the people I love, and eating the good food. So that's a perfect day. But a perfect day by myself would be reading and maybe doing some quilting, maybe cooking something really cool. But other than that would be just nice.
Anything in particular to cook?
Ooh, I don't know. I'd probably look through a recipe book and be like, something new.
Anything in particular to read?
Oh, to read. If there was a new Brandon Sanderson novel, I'd pick that one up. But I do like look at that. I do like cute little fluffy romance novels that you get from Deseret Book. You go like, ooh, I can read this in like about a day. That's nice and fun to read.
Very fun. So tell us one fun thing about each one of your siblings and your parents that you really like, that the rest of us may or may not know about.
Okay, let's think. We'll start with Michael.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's a ball.
Ball.
Yeah, ball. Actually, Michael was a math nerd, and he likes all the fun number things. And I remember when I was doing some babysitting things, he really wanted to teach small children how to count on their hands because they're always doing the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he's like, no, I want to teach them to count in binary. That way they can count to 31 on one hand. So he kept trying to go 1, 2, 3. He just kept trying to teach them that. I'm not sure if he was ever able to do it because he did daycare for a while, but he liked doing it. Let's see.
What be bats?
trying to think of a good one for Lindsay. I don't know. Lindsay just always amazes me because, like, she's constantly trying to improve. Like, whenever I talk to her, she's like, I'm trying this new thing to be better at this. I wanted to, eat better, so I started cooking these things. And I wanted to learn how to do some new thing, so I'm doing this. And I'm like, you're so willing to put yourself out there and learn a new thing and do something new. And I'm like, I want to stick to my little corner. Yeah. And with Ben, sometimes you feel like he's like totally oblivious to the world a lot of times, and sometimes you're like, I have to walk on eggshells. But when he's around like teeny little children, he is at his best. He is just so engaged with them. He wants to know, tell me all about the things, and I gotta protect this one is wandering too far. And he's so good with little kids. And he loves them to bits. And I saw him holding Paxton earlier, and he loved it.
Nice.
Yeah. Here's your ball. All right.
And your parents?
And my parents. Throw it over there. So let's see. My mom, she has her obsessions. She doesn't have hobbies. She has obsessions. She'll like something, and then she'll learn everything possibly there could be to know about it. So we'll watch a good movie, and she'll be like, okay, I need to look up every actor and all of their entire history. And they're like, oh, wow, they have a fascinating life story. And I'm just like, you know everything. Just want to know everything about everything. So she's just always willing to learn more and know more about everything. And, Dad. Half the time we're not sure if he can hear what we're saying because we're like, hey, Dad, are you deaf? Did you hear me? He's like, yes, I heard you. I'm laughing on the inside. But, no, I love how he can talk to me about stories. Because stories, they're so fun. And we'll just get in a conversation. We'll be like, well, narratively, would that have worked? No, I think that character had good character growth here. Oh, yeah, I need to... Well, that actually changed my perspective a little bit. Let me think about it that way. And we'll just talk stories, and he's more into the action scenes. And I'm like, no, Dad, it's about the character growth. That's what I care about. No, we got to get good action. You see character growth there. Not through this conversation stuff, but I love talking to him about stories.
So what do you think that your personality adds to your family? What do you feel like that was one of your best strengths that you add to your sweet family?
I know that Lindsay is very much our peacemaker, but when she's absent, I know that I kind of fill that role and go like, okay, we need to mediate between the different parties. And make sure everyone's getting along and everyone's getting what they need. So I like to make sure that everyone's kind of okay, that no one's going in the background. Like, okay, no, we need to figure out how to appease that and make them happy.
Very nice. And maybe one thing that you love most about your family?
Love most about my family. So many things to choose from. I just love how, like, we can talk and talk and talk for hours, and then we can just sit in silence and still be fine. We don't need to talk, but when we do talk, we can keep talking. But being able to sit in silence is kind of a fun, beautiful thing.
All right, Ben Esplin. That's it.
Do you is your full name Benjamin?
Oh no, it's Benjamin Rowe Esplin.
Oh, very nice. And age? How old are you?
I'm 18 now. Could do the thing where I don't know why women laugh at their age. It's very weird. 23.
And your birthday is?
June 4th, 2000.
Nice. And tell us the names of your siblings.
Well, I have Becky, which is like I think 3 years older than me, and she's big into books. There's Lindsay, who is 7 years older than me, I think. I don't know. I'm not great with the math. Are we recording still, or did or?
Mm-hmm. It's all right. You're okay.
Okay. Well, let's see. Lindsay's older than me. She's adopted, and though, what is it? Dad says she's adopted, and yeah, I believe him. But part of it just feels like she's always been there, and it's like, I don't know. It's kind of hard to imagine Lindsay not part of the family. I don't know. Maybe that's just me, but I don't know. Then there's Michael, who's the oldest, and he's big into Pokemon and showing me games that are like Pokemon. He's really into Temtem right now, which he's all gung ho about, and I'm like, oh, that's cool. And he's like, oh, look at this, look at this. I'm like, whoa, okay, slow down. I'm trying to figure this whole thing out.
And where do you play that?
On the Steam Deck.
Oh, okay.
You know, the little thing that I brought?
Oh, yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah, we were thinking about playing later today, but, well, you know, family things are going on and stuff. I mean, we can do it next week. No big deal, whatever.
Right.
You know.
Okay, so you get to give us your best gurning face. Do you know what a gurning face is?
Yeah, that's your gurning face.
So that's
Okay, that is a good one.
Julie, come show him your gurning face.
Okay, because she can really do one.
Make the silliest face you can make.
Oh, the silliest face.
Yes.
That's perfect.
And I suppose
Very serious.
yes, my professorial
You
gurning face.
cannot say that in the library. It is very illegal. You will get fined 10 cents.
Perfect. So this is, pretend like it's your perfect day. You can choose whatever you want to do from the beginning of the day till the end of the day. You can go wherever you want, whoever's there.
The perfect
Tell me what
day.
that would look like.
Okay, let's see. The perfect day. Well, wake up around 9. Let's see, what would I do around 9? Well, I guess I would, what do I do? I guess I'd start by making some pizza dough, have it rise throughout the day, and at the end of the day I'd have pizza for dinner, and everyone would have some, and it would be a spicy one, but not too spicy, but spicy enough that it's like a dance on your tongue.
Mm-hmm.
But during the middle of the day, the perfect day would be, I would go to Plasma. I'd get $50, which is nice. Then I'd go to probably one of the malls.
What's plasma?
It's where you donate plasma. They
Oh, okay.
yeah, nice people. They're very good people.
They give you treats too.
Yeah, and it's just I like sure, yeah, the money's nice, but the people there are also nice, and it's just good conversation and yada yada yada. There's this one lady I made friends with who has should I stay on topic?
No,
No, you're
we're
good.
asking her
We're
to shut the door.
Okay. There's this one lady I made friends with who has a cute little dog, and one day when I went in, she actually had her dog at work, and she was like, sorry, I couldn't find anyone to sit, and so then after I donated, I just sort of played with him for a few hours, and like, yeah, you can go if you want. I'm like, yeah, but who's gonna wash the dog? I'm like, okay, and so I just sit there and playing with the puppy. He loves belly rubs. He was just all over for belly rubs. It was adorable, and then I don't know. I didn't really have anything else to do that day, so I just pet that dog all day. But and this wasn't the perfect day though. After Plasma, I mean, petting the dog would be nice, but I do kind of want to go to the Lego store, and so I'd go to the Lego store and poke around, see if I could find some rare sets or some good deals. You know, probably find Republic Gunship because that's a cool set. You know, well, I don't know if you guys watch Star Wars very much, but you do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you know in Attack of the Clones, you know how they had those ships with like the doors that slide? They're like flying van. Those things look great. Like I would totally kill to fly in one of those, but you know, ooh, technology, ooh, physics. Oh, we have to be realistic in real life. Why can't we just have fun and break the laws of physics? You know. But what is it? A perfect day, I'd find like 2 of those and be like, ooh boy, yoink yoink, and pick them up, and then go home and put on some what is it? There's a YouTube guy called JonTron that's pretty funny that I like. There's also the Internet Historian. JonTron, he's very New Yorky. He's very matter of fact, and I like his jokes and stuff. He's very funny. And the Internet Historian's this Australian guy who does documentaries about the most obscure things I've never heard of. Like, what was it? There was this guy trapped in a cave in like the 1909, and this whole town was coming together to try and get him out of the cave, come up with ideas, try a thing, have people slip in through this like no-go back zone, and it's crazy what people will do sometimes, and you never really know. In a perfect day, though, there'd be a new one of both, and I'd go home, I'd build the set while I'm watching them, and or listening to them in the back, and I think that would be a pretty... Oh, wait, hold on. There was supposed to be one more thing. I suppose Spider-Verse 3 would come out, because that's a good movie.
Love it.
Yeah.
So what do you love most, or one of the things that you love most about your family?
There's a lot of things. I suppose it's just like the fact that I have a community, you know? 'Cause I don't know, I go to work and it's like, oh, it's people here at work. Oh, I go to Plasma. Oh, it's the people at Plasma. Oh, it's the people here. But when it's family, it's like, oh, you guys are people forever. You know, you're my group forever. I can trust you guys with stuff. I can tell you guys about weird things that happened in my life without you guys going, oh, okay, Ben's kind of weird. I don't talk to him anymore. You know, I trust you guys. You guys are great.
We may still think that,
True.
but we're here to keep.
Yeah.
What do you like about little baby Paxton?
Oh, he's just adorable. I got to hold him, and it just, the way he looked at me, and then the way I looked at him, was just, I don't know how to explain it, but it made me go, I want to be a dad in the future, yeah, but now I have to be a dad, you know? It's one of those things I have to do, you know, despite your objections, you know?
Nobody objecting here.
I don't know. I always bring it up in the why I say word about, oh, I have to be a dad, and some people are like, I don't know, man, you're kind of weird.
Make a fun dad. Make a fun dad.
Some people have talked about you today, and they've said, each person that talked about you said what a big heart you had, and that you were best when you were around young people, and how you just were very so loving and kind to them.
Well, little ones are adorable. They're the future, you know? You gotta take care of them. And I don't know, I just remember when I was that age. I remember how people would act around me, and I think, yeah, you goofball, go be silly, you know, and
It's one of your skills.
I don't know, maybe I should work in nursery.
Maybe.
Ooh, maybe.
Yeah, you
All right,
never know.
One last silly question. What's your favorite Halloween treat?
Ooh, that's a good one. Ooh.
How do you know you scored when you got this at a Halloween?
Like, I got this candy. Yes.
Like, what is it? You know those golden Ferrero Rocher things?
Yeah.
You know, the ones with hazelnuts? And
Yes.
Those things are so flippin' good. I'm not a big candy fan. Like, I like salty things more than sweet things, but those things, those are good.
Ferrero Rochers.
Yeah, I've gotten, the Halloween ones. I gotten like a whole box of them. Like some lady just, I don't know what she was thinking, but she was like, oh, it's Halloween. And then she grabbed a box of them and just dumped them in my bag. I'm like, oh, okay, cool.
That would be like, score!
I don't
Run
mind.
now.
I'm not saying no thanks.
Oh, very nice. Ben, what do you feel like you bring to your family?
I don't
Why
know.
are they so lucky to have you in their family?
I have no idea what I've done.
If you did have an idea, what would it be?
The bread pizza?
Besides the food. What do you think your personality, your spirit brings to your family?
I don't really know.
What's your best guess?
Tension breaking? You know, I mean, if everyone's all worried about something, I can always crack something off and everyone will go, it's funny, you know. They made a joke about cactuses, you know, or something completely off topic, you know.
You have a peaceful heart. You have a peaceful way about you.
Oh,
And it's nice.
I don't want to be rude.
Yeah, you're nice. Well, very good. Thank you for coming.
Thanks for having me.
My
If you
age?
can remember, well, we don't care about age. Everybody else had to say their age.
Yeah.
You'd be the only one that didn't.
The
Yes.
only one that
Yeah.
And we can
did.
figure it out and we'll put
Oh,
it in.
don't let the pressure bug you.
Yeah. I know,
My
she says,
name
"What
is
do you
Ken
ask?"
Esplin. I am
Do you have a middle
50.
name?
Oh, full name.
Kenneth Rowe Esplin. I go by Ken because Kenneth sounds pretty formal. And so some people give me a hard time saying, oh, that's a nickname. Well, yeah, it probably is. But the Ken sounds... Kenneth, you can go... As a kid, I was called Kenny when I was little. And so if somebody calls me Kenny, it's somebody who knew me before I was 15. But normally it's Ken. And I'm 58.
Because we still have cousins that will write notes about Kenny, and I'm like, Kenny?
Good.
Who's that? And it kind of makes me
Yeah,
laugh.
because it's where your brain goes. I don't know why.
Okay, now you girls tell him what he's supposed to do next about the face.
Green face.
You're supposed to do a weird face.
A weird face?
Yeah,
Like
this.
a really.
A grinning face is the weirdest face you can make.
The weird. I don't have a. I haven't really worked on faces. I tried.
These two have worked on faces.
Yeah.
All right, there you go.
That's good.
There you go. Okay, so we're saying you get the perfect day for you. Whoever, wherever you're going to go, whoever's going to be there, from beginning to end, what would that look like for you?
Perfect day.
The perfect day.
You can do anything.
I like projects. I want to have a project where I do something, build something. It could be a perfect day would be I'm going to build a deck in the backyard. And I got my saw and I got the tools and I'm going to chop, 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 slam it together. And when I got done, I look at it and say, wow, there it is. To me, that's a perfect day.
Nice. What would you eat during this day, and what would that look like?
What I eat?
Any good food? Or?
Food, I appreciate good food, but I don't appreciate the effort it takes to make good food. So I usually just eat whatever, and I don't notice good quality food. So it's like as I'm working on the day, I'm just happy to have. I don't think about food because I haven't really appreciated. I haven't really worked hard to make food.
So we
Awesome.
would invite others to do the good food.
Yeah, you guys do the good food, and I'll just eat it. And then, but if I had a bowl of macaroni and cheese versus something that took 3 hours to make, I would say, okay, they're about the same to me. and person that say this took 3 hours, this took 15 minutes, I'm like, okay, because I just I don't.
This one was more efficient.
Yeah, I'm okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. I just haven't learned to appreciate the value of a really good cooked meal.
So tell us one thing about each of your kids, a little trait they have or something characteristic that you know that other people may not know about.
Well, we've got 4 kids. So starting with the oldest is Michael. Everybody knows Michael is very math oriented, and he thinks mathematically, and he'll come to me and say, Dad, I have this, here's this theorem from 1760 that took 400 years of people have been fighting. I have a take on it, and I've had a lot of math classes, but I survived the math classes. I didn't love the math classes. Michael loves the math stuff, and I think everybody knows that, but it's just how his brain works. He loves to dig in and work this, and then come up with a system that will improve on it. He likes to break things down and come up with some better characteristic about it. Is that what you're looking for on the kids?
Whatever you got.
Lindsay, number 2 kid, she's a characteristic. Again, I think most people, she always, she's like the Energizer Bunny. She always has to have something going on, and her brain and heart are in a great place, but she's always got something going on, and her brain is just 100 miles an hour. I'm going to go here, 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 and she always has to have some place to put her energy. And I'm so glad that she found Zach, and she can tie a lot of her energy to this. She wants to be a mom right now, which is a lot of, which as a mom, they do take a lot of energy to be a good mom. And I think that will direct a lot of her love and focus and her attention to be a good mom. And I think that would be one of the best things to happen to her, is to be a mom. Becky, characteristic. I'm trying to figure out a way to talk about Becky. She's got so many of the characters. She's got she lives in fantasy world in a lot of books, and she can build this castle and this fantasy stuff in her head about a book and a character and the dialogue and everything. And she's got a huge heart of romance too, and she's got this idealized, picture of how marriage should be, and I think she would like to be a mom and all that stuff too, but I think she's just so concerned about messing it up that she's like, this is such a big thing that I'm worried, and so she's worried about relationships because it is so important to her. Sorry, got a sniffy nose. And then Ben, we talked about him just a little bit when I was coming in here. He has a very, very soft heart. He wants to be a dad more than anything in the world, and he needs to find the right person that will match up with him pretty well. And he's like, yeah. And he has this world of he said, an ideal world. Mom and Dad would live right here, and Michael and Eric could be right here, and Lindsay and Zach could be right there, and everybody would be within a couple blocks, and everybody could hang out and we could have dinners at Mom and Dad's house on Sunday. That would be perfect. And I don't disagree with him. I like him. I like the way he's thinking and dreaming. But he's gonna have some challenges in his life. But I think I will be there and be able to support him throughout his life. I think he's going to be tied with me in a lot of things, and I'm grateful for him. I think he can catch a lot of the more important things in life, and the more important things are things he wants to incorporate. Some of the things he struggles with are things that aren't as important to, I think, what Heavenly Father wants us to do with our lives. So,
tell us a little bit about Erica and Zach, who joined your family.
Erica, I don't know her as well as I wish I did. Erica, she was adopted, and she swooped in, and Michael realized, hey, I'm back from my mission. I could find somebody to marry. Oh. And she's like, he's interested. And she is like most relationships. The girl usually has to make the first move because most guys are shy. And so the guy has to know that she's interested before he'll make a move. And she let Michael know that she was interested. And he's like, oh, good, I'm interested as well. But she's very active in trying to do what she can for her family. She's busy with daycare, busy with Build-A-Bear. She's always doing different things, and she's very busy doing all that. Zach is Zach's interesting. His dad is a stake president in and it's a suburb of Sacramento. His dad casts a big shadow. He's a dentist. He's a he flies a lot. He used to fly in the military. When I didn't pick up on it as much, but when Lindsay had a service for her biomom, when her biomom passed away, Zach and Lindsay were there, but Zach's dad and mom didn't come. And Zach was like, well, it's probably good that he didn't come because he kind of takes all the air out of the room. And it's like, I didn't realize, I had never pictured myself being in a place where my dad was so big of a person such a big presence that it kind of stifles your kids a little bit. And I don't think he wants to. I just think that's the way he is. And Zach really wants to be his own man, be his own position, support his own life, and do everything. But he's right now. They've finished their undergrad stuff and they've gone back home and they're back under mom and dad's roof, which is always cramping and feeling a little bit claustrophobic because you go out, you get married, you live on your own. It's like, oh, I'm in my old world. I'm a grown up. Going back home, oh, I'm back in a kid's position again, and that's awkward. But I think he wants to be a PA. He's a sharp guy. He's gonna. I think he'll get there. It's just. These are some of the steps they have to go through to get there, and some of the struggles they're going to have going through life.
Nice. And then just to wrap up, one thing that you just really love about your family. I know there's probably many, but just off the top of your head.
We've been doing this family Zoom thing for a little while, and I like that that we can do the Zoom stuff. I got Becky and Ben at home, so I'm intimately involved with their life. Michael calls in regularly because he appreciates it, and I'm glad that he appreciates the family stuff. So he's always there. And Lindsay, because she's all over the place, sometimes she's there, sometimes she's not. And because one time she's not, it's because she's got people over and they're doing a meal thing, or they've got something else going on, and then she'll call me and say during the week, and so she stays connected. It's just she's got a lot going on. And I like that we do family Zoom, and then my kids are doing their Christmas gifts exchanges, and they're doing that on their own. I'm not pushing it. They're like, oh, we want to make sure we're in contact with each other, and they like each other, and they support each other, and that's what I want is my kids to like and support each other, because Diana and I are not going to be here forever. They need to support each other because life has got all sorts of tough things, easy things, hard things, and you have to be able to support each other through all the different bumps and curves that life gives you.
That's what they said too. That's exactly what they said.
Yeah.
Very nice. And how old they are. Everybody has to do it.
Row Esplin, I am 84.
And
Just about 85.
and when is your birthday? That's the next question.
For November 38.
So his birthday is very soon.
I expect a card from you. A card.
And he's
Birthday card.
expecting lots of birthday cards from everybody. Alright, so we won't make Grandpa make a goofy face, or should we?
You want to make a goofy face, Grandpa?
Okay, everybody's made a goofy face. And so if you
I
want
got
to
a goofy face without trying to make it.
Okay, so there's his goofy face. It's already done. Alright, let's ask Grandpa about his perfect day. You get to have the whole day to yourself, from morning till night. You can go anywhere, be with anybody, eat anything, do anything you want. What would that look like?
Good grief. You should give me a heads up
I know.
to think about this one.
We give everybody
Well-
1 second.
Some of the things I had would last quite a bit of the day was a hospice patient that enjoyed my company, and I know he did. I kind of enjoyed being around him as well. He was out by Miller Dam, and we go out there and visit. And I get about ready to go home, and he said, "Oh, hang around a little bit more. We need to discuss a few more subjects about the farming industry." So that would last quite a while. They usually don't want you to hang too long, unless the patient wants you to stay. So,
Now this is a day you get to pick. So if you got to choose a day, anything you wanted to do, would that be what you would choose to do? I like it.
yeah, with a patient that was glad to have me there. Not somebody that I was hoping they'd get tired of me here pretty quick so I could go home. It would be with a patient, a hospice patient, enjoyed the company of both of us being together and talking about whatever they want to talk about.
Nice.
And I do too.
Nice.
And we talked about farming. There was a guy over at Miller Dam.
So,
And he was pretty interesting.
so tell us a couple of things about maybe each one of your kids that you see now that maybe you didn't know, maybe a characteristic or a trait or something that you didn't know when they were younger that you can see now. Does that question kind of make sense? Or something that you like now about your kids that they're older that you didn't really appreciate when they were 5 or 6?
Well, most of my kids, I did not like to be around little kids until they got maybe about the size of her. Then I learned how to get along with them a little better, so I don't know why, but I did like little children. I don't necessarily like to be around them that much. The big kids like this, I do. And they can tell it. They can tell I like being around them. And it's kind of fun.
So each of your kids now, as they're older, like old people, if you like being around your kids now.
Oh, some of them.
What's one of the things that really touches you about David?
About David,
Yeah, what do you really
my
like?
youngest son,
We'll start with youngest and go up. Or let's just talk about David, that's why we're here.
hey, let's kill this fly.
Do it. Oh, he got away.
I don't know. You may have got
Okay, about David. I'm just amazed at how good he is with little kids. He never had to happen that way with me. I know I said I better start shaping up or you're going to take a wick off of my hand. And David has a personality. He seems to enjoy little kids. It's a good thing because you got a lot of them. And I can tell that they like being around him too, or they wouldn't come around. So I'm just very happy with David of how he likes his young children in his family.
What about Stan? What do you love about Stan?
Same thing. Stan is pretty sharp with business stuff and knowing how to spend money and how to keep a checkbook balance and how to not go in debt if you don't need to. He's pretty sharp with business and advice about being in business. I like him that way.
How about Diana? What do you love about Diana?
You know what? I haven't been around Diana enough to know much about her one way or the other. I'm going to have to think. Because she's always lived quite a ways away from us, hasn't she? The family.
She came to our house once.
So Diana is, I know she's good with children. And I kind of appreciate that because I'm not. And she is, so it's a plus for her. I like that Diana's ability to deal with young children. Even her own, she's pretty good with her own.
Very
Younger
good.
children.
All of her kids are great to spend time with. How about Ken? What do you love about Ken?
He's the same way. He's good with business. I'm very pleased with the way when he's assigned a job, he knows how to get it done without anybody around to coach him or tell him how to do stuff. He knows how to do it, or he'll figure out how to do it and get it done himself. He went to Dave Toner's to milk cows, and I did. Dave Toner said that Dave Toner told me he was very good about knowing how to go ahead and do things on his own without me having to coach him much. And he was always on time to go to work too. And I appreciated that very much about him. Even though it was early in the morning, very early in the morning when he milked cows or irrigated, he had to be there early. I didn't have to wake him up. He woke himself up and went to work. And I appreciate that in children. If they take responsibility of their own and go to work on time and do the job they're assigned to do without me having to check on them and see if they're doing what they promised the employer they would do. They're good at it.
How about Sherry? What do you love about Sherry?
This better be good.
This is going to be very, very interesting.
Yeah, it better be. Let me think for an hour.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
I'll coax you if you get confused.
Okay, you shall.
I am a nice person, easy to be around. Check.
You are.
There you go. Next.
You was always easy to get. You was easy for me to get along with too. As a young, teenager, and you was always very you want to please me. I could tell that.
Mhm.
Yeah, he was pleased with her.
Yep.
She still is. She still wants to please me and make me happy, and she does.
See? I could tell you that one.
Does that surprise you? Probably not.
Nope.
At least I got one child that wants to please me. The rest of them want to do their own thing. Even if it takes some money out of your checkbook, I want to do my own thing.
How about Anita? What do you love about Anita?
Let's see. Anita is a self-starter. She knows how to make things happen without anybody counseling her or instructing her. She knows how to get things done. She knows how to organize very well, too. When she's in charge of people, she knows how to get things done and get people organized and give instructions to go do something. She knows how to do it. Because she had to do it with you guys, kind of, and she probably didn't like it, but she probably did it anyway. And she probably made you feel pretty good about doing stuff, I suppose.
Yeah. So if you can think of one thing that you love about your family, not just nucleus, but extended family, what would you think that would be?
Well, generally, what I like about my family is they're doing the right thing that means them joy and happiness, generally. Not always, well, I didn't either. You know, you don't always do the right thing all the time, but I think they're trying. They're striving.
Yeah.
They're striving to do the best they can, generally. Not all the time, but most of the time, and that pleases me very much to see them either on the phone or letters or Linda telling me what's happening. They are striving to do whatever it takes to be happy, and that makes me very, very happy to see them do that.
We forgot to ask you about your wife. What are one of the things that you love about your wife?
Why is that fly killing me off? They want to irritate me intentionally, don't they?
Yes.
My wife is, she's very good with family. She knows how to get along with, no matter what child it is, she generally knows how to get along with them. And knows how to ask them the right question to make them happy with whatever she asks them. She's pretty smart about doing that sort of thing. Extremely smart of asking the right question to the right child to make them feel, oh, she's interested in what I'm interested in. And so she knows enough about them to ask them the right question. And makes me happy that she knows how to do that. What makes the family generally happy is the mother is smart about themselves to know she's interested in me. I was never good at that sort of thing, but she was, and she is.
Good. Very
And
good.
now I'm trying to figure out how to try to baby her a little bit, and that is not one of my talents.
What do you mean by baby her?
Oh, to try to please her and to lead her around, give her medicine, find her hearing aids and go put her hearing aids away and go get me a drink of water and blah, blah, blah. And sometimes she thinks that maybe I'm being a little bit rude when I say, wait a minute, I just got you something. Well, I want another one. She may get a little bit cranky about me not being quite so patient with her, which I am not sometimes either. Because I've got very good health and she doesn't. And I'm going to have to learn how to deal with that. Her health is going to deteriorate. It's going to get worse. I'm going to have to be more on the ball to try to help her. I'm going to have to practice, I guess, because my health is generally pretty good. And has been all my life, generally pretty good health. Except when I break my teeth on licorice. Look at that.
Oh my, Grandpa.
Oh my. Oh my.
I tried to chew off a piece of licorice that I bought over to the store. I broke off a piece of my tooth.
Your dentist will love it.
Oh
good.
Oh, very
You believe
good. I think that's all, Dad.
I
Thank you.
can't believe it. I would break off a tooth, chunk and a piece of licorice.
You have any more for Dad?
Oh, thank you, Dad. Appreciate it.
You're free.
So are you
Send in the next
surprised
victim.
about any of my great answers? I bet you're not,
No,
because you knew the answer anyway.
not shocked.
Yeah.
That's how you start, huh? Stanley V. Esplin.
Did your V stand for anything?
My V stands for no. Does not stand for anything particular.
Okay.
But there's letters there, because Dad's is just a letter V, and I have 2 E's on the end of it, so it's V-E-E.
It stands for nothing?
Really? Yours is VEE?
Mine has letters behind it, just to make it different than Dad's, I think. So
Could you ever make something up and say V stands for victorious?
I have never done that.
Vivacious victory.
I have never done that. But I usually go by Stan. Don't usually go by Stanley. So Stan V. Esplin. I'm 53.
And then you get to,
know your age.
and then I know some of them didn't know their age.
Aunt Diane.
You have to add it up, subtract, divide by.
Lily and Diane.
And so then you get to tell some names of
Becky's a helper.
each of your kids. Name each of your kids.
Oh, we have Alex, and then Tyler, and then Lindsay, and then Emily.
And if you want to be real impressive,
You do kids-in-laws? Okay.
like Lil did, you can be really impressive and give their full name and their birthday.
No, I ain't going there.
Okay, that's fine. But you can tell us the name of
I could
your
probably get close, but
in-laws. The in-law, they're your kids' spouses.
you want me
Do you know their names?
to pull Michelle up here? She get all that down.
Yeah, we'll do her later.
Okay, hold on.
Who's Alex?
Alex, Danny, and nope, don't remember her name right now. Nope. Lindsay's got an Emily and a Trevor, and Emily. Ooh. Nope.
I can't even help you with this.
Couldn't tell you. That's how good I am with names.
Oh,
That's
well, you
not-
got your own. You don't even
yeah, I sometimes remember mine. But
Okay,
Michelle will know them all.
I know, and
Guaranteed.
birthdays.
Probably
Okay, you guys show him the crazy face. Everybody makes
The
a
granny base.
so. A gurney face?
yeah.
Gurney.
Face.
What's
Do
a
you know
gurney?
what that is?
What's a gurney face?
It's this.
It's
What is that?
You have to do it.
Holy cow,
That's
Julie.
Silly face you can make.
Make the silliest face
or
you can make.
weirdness.
Weirdest face.
That looks good.
That's really good.
You look like a goof.
He didn't even do one. He says, "This is goofy."
This is
I'm
goofy
always
as a
that
kid.
way.
Yeah.
That's what it said.
Yeah.
It's stuck.
Yeah. Okay, so you get to describe, if you got a perfect day, you get to design it however you want, from beginning to end. How would that look? Where would you go? Who would you be with? What would you do?
Well, it wouldn't start out at 6 in the morning.
There you
It
go.
would start out a little later. Just take it easy, wake up nice and slow. It would probably involve some scuba diving. So it probably would need to be in a nice, pleasant area, not hot, warm. I don't like hot, but nice and warm. A little bit of water nearby so I can do the scuba diving. Maybe it's a little snorkeling. Probably have to go with the snorkeling because then Michelle could be there because I want Michelle there. And there would be no deadlines and no work, no worry about hurry up and get this done or hurry up and get that done or get somebody off to sleep or worry about what their blood pressure is or heart rate because that's all back to work and I just relax and enjoy seeing nature. So if it wasn't scuba diving, then it'd probably be up in the hills, up in the mountains, and just enjoy the quiet, hearing the birds and whatever you can hear up in the trees, the wind blowing through the trees. So it'd probably be that kind of peaceful, quiet, just nice and easy. And I'd like Michelle there. That's the best.
Where's the scuba diving place that you've been in that's like so far been like one of your favorites?
My favorite, I think, was probably. We just did the Bahamas on a boat where you just stayed on the boat the whole week. You didn't ever go back to the shore, and that was pretty cool. So that was pretty darn nice. Because then you didn't have to worry about lining up food and stuff and where you were going to stay. You were on a floating hotel and you just went. So that was pretty darn nice. Pretty sweet.
Okay, so for family members, tell us one thing about each one of your kiddos, a trait that they have or something that you really admire that they, a characteristic they have that maybe it's not really obvious to everybody else. And your wife too, so all your family members.
So for Alex, I always enjoyed that he was so well read as a young kid. You know, reading stuff right away and interested in reading. Probably got that from his mom, but he loved to read, and he has a real good ability to maintain what he's read, maintain the information. So I don't think he loves history, and maybe I'm making that up, but he enjoys reading stuff that's historic and keeps track of that information. So I thought that was a pretty cool trait to be able to do that. Tyler, I love Tyler's smile. I just looked at one of his pictures recently and said, dude, you just look as happy as you could ever be. And he just is a happy kid, just happy. Can find good in whatever's going on. So I think that's just an amazing thing about Tyler. Lindsay, I think I enjoy Lindsay now more than any is that she likes to be involved doing things. She's not just wanting to sit around and do nothing. She wants to go rock climbing or go do a scuba diving trip or go do this and that. She did this young as well. That's how I got into scuba diving, because of her wanting to do something. And so I've always appreciated that she is driven to go do things. You know, not just going to sit around. Let's go do stuff. So I really appreciate that. Emily, I like Emily's. Well, Tyler did the smile, but Emily does the laugh, and Emily she just enjoys life. Whatever it is, she'll laugh at herself. She'll laugh at whatever you make fun of or whatever. She likes to be upbeat. She doesn't like to be too serious. Will be serious if she needs to, but she likes to laugh. She likes to enjoy things. So I really appreciate that about her.
And we'll broaden this and make it also the married ones that have their spouses. Something about them.
Jordan, Sam, and Ben.
Thanks for helping on the names.
I knew some of those. I knew one.
You did? Okay.
He's got your back.
I knew one.
Okay, so let's see. Go back to Jordan then. I liked that Jordan allowed me to help out when I first got to know her. Help out with her vehicle or her car or whatever, and it allowed me to be part of her life a little bit. Where she maybe could have just said, "Well, let's don't ask him to do that. Let's just take it somewhere." But she allowed me to step in and be helpful, and I think that's a skill that some people might not see as a skill. That you let other people help you, and I think that was pretty cool that you let me be involved. That was really nice. Sam, Sam's a go-getter. He likes to get things done, so I think that's a great marriage, by the way, because they're willing to do stuff, and he just get it going. Let's go. Let's quit talking about it. Let's do it already. Let's go. So I really appreciate that, because you get things done, and I'm much more of a measure 5 or 6 times before I cut, and that also a good thing, but sometimes not a good thing. So I appreciate that. He just let's go. Let's get things moving. Ben, I don't know Ben well enough yet, but he's much more, let's figure it out. Let's make sure this makes sense, and then we can get it done. And I do appreciate the other way, to say, I want to make sure I understand every detail of it first, and then I'm going to go. So also a good trait. Michelle, I've always appreciated about Michelle that she can make a decision. And that may seem silly, but I have a hard time making decisions sometimes. I get too caught up in there's too many choices. What about this and what about that? And I didn't think about this yet, and I didn't. And she's much more, let's go. This is what I want. I know what's right. Let's go. And that's, for me, she's got that stick-to-itiveness, I always call it. You've made your decision, and then you do it. And you don't worry about, well, I could have, and I should have, and maybe I could have thought about, I've made my decision. Let's go. So I've always appreciated about that. She doesn't get swayed by many other things. Let's move along. So I got good people around helping me where some of the traits I don't have.
So what's probably, would you say that you love most about your entire family? If you could say, this is what I really love about my family, would be, what would that might be or look like?
Well, I've always appreciated that in my home there's not a lot of excess noise, not a lot of excess screaming or yelling at each other. Or, I mean, we've had our moments, obviously, but it's usually a pretty peaceful environment. We may have different thoughts about how we're going to do things, but we tend to be able to get along with each other pretty well. And I've really appreciated that. And it's something that was a big deal to me growing, as I grew up. That's how I was taught. You didn't scream out in the backyard because then mom and dad didn't know if you were really hurt. And so that's what I put forward, and my kids have done that really, really well. You know, there's not a lot of yelling and screaming. It's just, it's a good environment in our home. So I've always appreciated that.
Very nice, very nice. Okay, what's your favorite Halloween candy?
Ooh,
The
there's
important
so
question.
many
Perfect score.
choices.
Yeah,
I know
if you
there's
looked in the
so
back and you're like,
You're back to making me make a decision. That's
Yes.
hard. What I didn't think about that one.
but that has nuts, but that has
Yeah.
nuts.
I think, oh man, the first one that jumped to my mind was a Butterfinger, because that's just really got some chocolate in there, and that weird whatever that is in there, it just tastes good. So yeah, I like a good Butterfinger. Pretty dang good.
Okay, check one for the Butterfingers. So you get to give us your full name and your age.
My full name and my age. Linda Gay Adams Esplin. I am 82.
Sweet, and when is your birthday?
August the 13th.
And now she gets to give us her weird face. Everybody's done a weird show 'em. These
Weird
show you.
I'm not big into weird faces.
Grandma, look. Grandma, look.
Dad said his face was always weird.
See,
That's what he said.
this is what we got.
Wouldn't do anything.
There's your weird face. Okay. Okay, so if you got to choose a perfect day, whatever that means, from beginning to end, go anywhere, be with anybody, see, do anything you want the whole day, what would your perfect day look like?
Oh my goodness. That's a hard question.
You're not the only one who said that.
Yeah.
Perfect day from beginning to end. Well, I'd get up and see a beautiful sunrise out over a lake, and I would enjoy the pine trees all around. And I'd eat a wonderful breakfast with my family. And somewhere in that day, I'd take a bike ride, just a leisurely one. Maybe go on a canoe out around in the lake. Not a deep, deep lake, but a nice lake. I would be with family members, especially my husband, and just relax, read a good book, eat nicely, and somebody would wait on me all day long.
Do I get to be there? I'm liking the sound of this.
Yeah, you're all invited.
Oh, good. Yay! Okay, so for each of your kids, say something about each one of them, a trait that you've noticed, or a talent or something that you may not have recognized when they were younger that you notice now.
Ooh, wow.
Or just something that you really like about them, something that you see that they do that you really like or appreciate.
I think all of them have done an excellent job picking a spouse. I really do. I think that's been awesome. I would hate to have had to have done that because I didn't know you well enough to really know what would work well with you and who would work well with you. So that I admire that, and I admire the fact that they want to serve the Lord. And I think every one of the kids have had some opportunity to work in the temple. And even if it's not necessarily working with patrons, it's working and coming in with names that they've gleaned and to help others that way. And as individuals, I always like to treat them as equally well. So as individuals, it's hard to pick out one unique characteristic, but I'll try. Ken's a lot more patient than I thought he would end up being. Really a patient person, very mellow. Anita is an excellent teacher, and I didn't realize how good a teacher she would be until I went and sat in on her classes a few times and watched her. Sherry, you can keep a cheerful disposition about you, and it's a blessing to the whole family. And that helps me to be more cheerful. And it's easy for me to get negative, so it's really nice to have a cheerful daughter that cheers me up. Okay, so I did the top three. Now we're down to Stan.
Top three, you made it to the top three,
We're in
Sherry.
the top three. I should do it age-wise.
I know.
Tell us about Stan.
Well, Stan's a little more sneaky than I thought he was. Break his arm and not even tell us. Go around with pain till it heals wrong. But Stan's very sincere and very meticulous about what he does. That cabinet he's building now, I'd been ready to take an axe to it 10 days ago. But he starts something and he tries to make it absolutely beautiful, and he does beautiful work with his tools. And then there's I skipped over Diana. I can't skip her. What a good girl to have 6 sons. And that surprised me, because I always thought of her as being the very feminine girl, liking the pretty curly soft things, and yet I've seen her go out and play football and tag with her boys and laugh with them and just enjoy those boys as they grew up, and I really admire that in her. Of course, she has a little daughter that's perfect, but you guys don't realize that yet. She's done a great job with Amy. Now we got Dave. He always wanted to have kids to play with. He'd never had kids to play with. He'd say, Mama, why don't you have some more babies so we can have some kids around here? There's no kids to play with. So now he's got lots of you guys to play with. And I know he's just really happy to be the dad of this large family. And that surprised me too, because I never realized he would want that many kids. But what a nice job he is, what a good daddy he is. A good husband to his wife, and they're doing a marvelous job with raising these children. And he's going to have children until he's 70 years old, still living at home. But he's up to it. So I've been blessed with wonderful children.
And what about Dad?
Dad's going back to his childhood. He's picking up some traits that I've never seen before, but we're seeing them now. And he says, I'm going back to my childhood too. So I guess we were 2 little kids skipping along through life trying to figure it out. Yeah, he's a very independent man. Did very well with what he loved to do. Very, very opinionated. Easy to rock his ship. And I think that comes with some folks as they age. Of course, I will never have a problem with that. Well, I think we all have that. We change. He's not the same man I married, and I'm not the same woman he married. And if we were the same, then we had not grown at all. But believe me, we have changed a lot. And I'm glad he's my husband. I'm glad we get to spend eternity together.
Very nice, very nice. Oh, and what's your favorite Halloween treat?
Oh my goodness. Halloween's not one of my favorite opportunities to participate in the holidays. I guess I like chili. And that's a good thing to have on Halloween night when you've got the door swinging open and shut all night. But I like the fact that we do ward parties now with Halloween, and a lot of people are doing parties so that you don't have 200 kids coming to your door. And we used to do that. We'd have 200 come. 200. And that's a lot of people to treat with a treat. But I guess if I had a favorite treat, it's those little corns that are orange on the top and yellow.
Candy corns.
Little candy corns. So one row or the other is white and one is yellow. Yeah, they're fun to eat. Because you just eat the orange part and you eat the yellow part, and then a little white part last.
Yummy.
Yeah.
You have your age and birthday.
Okay, well, I'm Michelle Lynn Dixon Esplin, and my birthday is February 16th, 1973, and I am 50 years old this year.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, and now she gets to do the funny face. Gotta make it the weirdest face.
Like this.
There. I think she did hers already. That's how fast it was.
Get it over and done with.
Look at that.
I missed it completely.
Good, it wasn't very pretty.
All right, so you get to describe your perfect day from start to finish, where, when, who.
Okay. Well, I sat in on the last interview, so I've been thinking about this one. Okay, so I like to go for a walk every morning. Well, not Sundays, but most every morning. And so I think my perfect day would start with a walk. But instead of around my neighborhood, I would take a walk to a waterfall or along the beach, maybe, something. I love to watch the sunrise while I'm walking. So definitely that, and a good podcast about the gospel, some kind of gospel topic. That's what I like to listen to, and I love that. And then I'd spend my day maybe in my sewing room doing a project that I love, that I'm excited about. And then in the evening, it would be family time, have all my kids home for dinner or some kind of, family gathering for sure, and play games, and then probably wind up reading a book for an hour as I'm getting ready for bed. That would be a great day. Yeah.
Sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Sounds
There you
awesome.
go. Oh, and if I had a perfect day, there would be no calories, so I would enjoy every bite.
I'm
Yeah.
rooting for your perfect day. Okay, so now with your kids,
Yeah.
if you just tell us one thing, a trait about each one of them that might not be so obvious to everybody and their spouses.
Okay.
And the names.
Oh yes,
Yes.
And their names. Okay.
Uncle Sam, he couldn't
Okay.
get them quite right.
Okay, so let's
That sounds
test her, because he said she will know all their names and their birthdays.
That is
And
true.
the year they were
Okay.
born.
Oh, did he say year too?
I think.
I can't remember that part. So there.
Oh, now
you're-
I'm,
Now
okay.
you're on spot.
Okay,
You
so
don't get the year right, it's okay.
my oldest is Alex Roland Esplin, and he was born on November 27th, 1994, and he is married to Jordan Nicole Marcione, and she was born on February 3rd, 1996, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, right in there. And so something about them, let's see. Jordan is so kind and thoughtful and considerate of other people, and I really love that about her. She has a lot of compassion in her heart, and she really cares about other people, and I appreciate that. And I think she's made Alex a better man, and so we love her for that. And something about Alex, he is always one to look out for what needs to be done in other people. I guess he's always looking for the good time, but he's also always looking for someone who needs someone to talk to, some attention, like that. So that's something about him. And then my second son, Tyler Rain Esplin, he was September 12th, 1996, and he's one who likes to know how things work, and he wants to understand the world, and I think that's a great trait. He is also very friendly. He reminds me a little bit of his grandpa Esplin, because he wants to talk and visit with people and get to know them, and that's a good quality to have, no doubt. So that's Tyler. And then there is Lindsay Rose Esplin, who's born August 14th, 1998, and her husband Samuel Laverne Belknap, who is born August 3rd, 1997, we'll say. I'm not sure. They have a little grandbaby, Grant Rowe Belknap. Well, my grandbaby, their son. They don't have a grandbaby. A little quick for that. Yeah. So Grant is born July 12th, 2022. Anyway, something about them. I really admire how open they are to having an adventure. Let's go, let's do, let's make every moment count. And that's something that's that they do, and they really bring life to the party, those two. And Grant's just so fun. Love being a grandma. Just love it. And so then there's Emily Joyce Esplin, born May 7th, 2002, and she's married to Benjamin Dolph Davis, and he was born October 3rd, 2001, 2000 maybe. I'm not sure about the years. I need to learn those. We're doing okay though. Yeah, so they just got married in March, newlyweds, and something about Emily is she is always has a bubbly personality. She's happy. She likes to engage with other people, even though she's pretty shy, introverted, but she likes people, and she likes to have fun. She likes to smile and laugh. She's pleasant, and that's nice. Good characteristic. And then her husband, Benjamin, he likes to think things through, and I think they balance each other well in their marriage. Emily's a little more impulsive, can't make decisions at the same time, but Ben helps her think things through, and they work together pretty well, so that's awesome. So.
And then something really appreciated about Stan. Maybe you didn't notice when you were first married, but now it's a little more noticeable or something different.
Okay, so Stan, we've been married 30 years, and it's been wonderful and lots of fun. Something I notice about him is how much he wants to take care of everyone, how devoted he is to me and to our marriage, and he wants the best for everyone, and he takes time to do things right, and I am all about cutting corners, to be honest. But he's like, no, we need to do this right. This is the way it should happen, and let's make it happen, and he'll get me going, and that's a good thing. So.
And then the most important question, what is your favorite Halloween candy?
Oh, yeah, this is important. Yeah. When I was little, I could never decide whether I liked Butterfinger better or Baby Ruth better. Those are my two favorites. Yeah. Now, anything dark chocolate. I don't know, that's my favorite. Just give me some dark chocolate and I'm happy.
Put me in the corner. Dark chocolate.
Well, we didn't ask, what would you think about your family is the one thing that you just really love about your family?
Something about my family, I guess I love that we have each other's backs, that we want to spend time together. We're looking forward to spending Thanksgiving all together, and I'm really excited about that. Everybody and their spouse has been together, well, ever since Emily just added Ben to the family. This is the first time Ben's getting to meet Alex and Jordan at Thanksgiving, and it's going to be a lot of fun just to be together and to share stories and play together. Yeah.
Awesome. What's your name? Your
Brian
full
Allen.
name, birthday?
Do I have a number?
And
April
your
23rd,
middle name.
1964.
And your birthday.
And
Is
middle
that what
name.
you just said? How old you are?
Yeah. I am a lot younger than Sherry.
This interview's not going to go well, is it? Okay, you can make your weirdest looking face.
A gurney face.
I make it all the time. I'm making it right now.
Paxton's making
If
one.
you have any trouble, these girls will show you how to make a weird face. There you go. Very good. Smiley boy. Okay, so we're going to have everybody describe their most perfect day. From the beginning of the day till the end of the day, what that would look like. He already did his silly face.
My perfect day? Oh, I don't know. I could be corny.
You choose.
My perfect day is a full day with Sherry.
I told you this is not going to go well. We're sitting here.
No, I like to get up early. I like to see a sunrise. I hope it's a beautiful sunrise. I took photographs of it, document it, per se. Still plagiarize God's love in the morning. And then I'd have a great breakfast, because I like breakfasts. Pancakes or eggs or something good.
This is an experience for grandfather.
Yeah, it doesn't even bat an eye.
No phasing.
No? And then, I don't know. I mean, there's lots of things I like to do. So, but that sounds selfish, doesn't it?
It's your day.
It's your day. Do whatever you want.
Well,
whenever, with
my day would have to be about 60 hours long, so I could go golfing, fishing, go watch a football game, and then spend time with Sherry. Maybe go on a bike ride. That's about it. I just like to. I have lots of interests, a lot of things I like to do. But I think good food's involved. I like to nap. I'd like to have a 30-minute nap.
I don't like
You
napping.
don't like naps? I like naps. Not a lot. If I get up early, I have to have about a 30-minute nap. I'm getting old. And then that's about it.
So we've just been asking everybody kind of about their own family. So just name each of he's still smiling. Each of your kids and one characteristic, one trait, one thing that you notice about them that you appreciate or like or that you enjoy about them.
About our children.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, we'll just start with Jennifer since she's the oldest. I love her tenacity. She is one determined mother. And I say that in a nice way. She is a mother that is very determined and tenacious that her family is going to be together and that they're going to do things. And she's a strong individual. I don't think any of our kids are weak. In fact, I tell you right now, all of our kids have very strong wills and personalities. So Melissa's the same. Melissa is a beautiful individual, and she's strong too. She's determined, and I think what I love maybe most about Melissa is that she has personally found God and Jesus Christ in her life and loves the gospel. And I know that, and I think she does too. Then Nathan, he's also very strong and happy individual. He loves making others feel comfortable in his presence, and he's so good with people. He's not overly emotional, like me and Mom, but or me. I should just say me. Like me, I can be. I sometimes run on emotions, and that's not always a safe track to be on. Sometimes I can go too far one way or the other. But he's pretty even keel, and that makes people feel happy and good. And then Daniel, he's a strong individual too, and not just physically. Like Nathan's physically strong as well, but they're both physically strong, determined to be physically strong. But Daniel's had some hard things happen to him, and he seems to just go. He goes through it. He can get through things. He's I've seen how his he's changing now that he's a father, and that's another wonderful layer of his strength that I love. So, and I could probably go on and on.
Well, and
all
what
of
about
them.
their spouses? Is there anything that you notice about the spouses?
Are we doing everybody's? McKay and the kids and everybody, or just the
Just
spouses?
McKay and Jazzy.
McKay, what's really cool about McKay is that we got to know McKay when he was young, and just like Jennifer, making mistakes, and we've seen those two grow together and mature together and become men and women, from boys to men and girls to women, and so McKay has we've loved his change about him. And I tell you, if there's ever been a father was needed for a family, he fits that family perfectly. There's things that Jennifer would probably just want to wring their necks or lose their minds, and McKay takes over. And all of a sudden, things are a little different, a little bit better. Or a lot bit better. So McKay's been awesome. It's been really fun to watch that. And then Jasmine, I don't know if you know, you could honestly say that, you know, Jasmine has probably done more for Daniel than anybody, than even us. Yeah, we're just not even close to that. But I think if Daniel can see, I hope he can see. We hope and pray that Daniel can see who he has, what he has, and don't screw it up. And work to keep that, because Jasmine's again, she's very strong. Think about what Jasmine's been through in her life as a child, even all the way up. You know, I mean, to have a family that's a little bit disjointed, or however you want to put it, not really, not a normal family. She would even tell you that. And to deal with that, and to come out a person of sound mind and happy and kind-hearted and good hard worker. There's a lot of neat traits that she's also brought. So, anyways, we love them all. And
What would you say is one thing that you love most about the family, your family?
Our family? What do I love most about our family? Well, I think that I think this is probably what it is, and it doesn't really include me, which is a little bit sad, but our kids really do love each other, and they communicate to each other probably more than they do to us, which maybe that's not abnormal, but they keep in contact. I know they've gone on trips together, and I think that's really cool. I think I love that most, that at least our kids really do love each other and want to be around each other, and I think that's awesome.
And most important question, what's your favorite Halloween treat
Candy.
besides the sucker?
What sucker? What sucker?
My favorite Halloween candy? Treat.
Could be candy. Could be pumpkin pie.
I think I know what it is.
Could be a pie.
How about either scones? Or homemade
Apple
pumpkin donuts.
Or like,
Cake donuts.
we usually make donuts.
Yeah, I like those. But I don't know if I like candy as much as other people. I eat it, but I don't eat very much. No. I still like candy, but not that much.
Because you don't want cavities.
Because I don't want cavities.
And you don't want to go to a different
Do we have
dentist.
anything?
What is your name?
Okay.
And your age?
Okay, my name is Sherry Esplin
And parents.
Allen. And my parents are Grandma and Grandpa Allen, Roe and Linda. And I am 60 years old. And my birthday is October 5th, 1963. And I can name all my kids' birthdays.
Okay.
Jennifer, September 21st.
What year?
1987. Melissa, December 19th, 1989. Nathan, February 9th, 1993. Daniel, March 10th, 1995.
That's only 4.
That's all I got. Oh, and then the in-laws. McKay's July 4th.
Ooh, that's
I can't remember the year on him. His is easy, July 4th. And then Jazzy is August 23rd. And I can't remember the year on hers. Yes. Yes, there's 3 people that share on that one.
Tell us about your perfect day. What would your perfect day look like, and who would it be with, and all that?
Yeah.
My perfect day. You guys ready for this?
And then you're burning.
I know, it's gonna, I gotta do my face. So my perfect day is I don't get up early, like some people to get up to see the sunrise. No, I'll watch the sun set, but the sun can rise all on its own. I'll get up and I'll take a bike ride, and it will be beautiful, and it will be downhill both ways, and it will be in the fall, and over my head will be a canopy of trees with the trees changing colors, and you'll just sail down with your hands in the air like this, and it will be beautiful. Someone will make me lunch, preferably your mother, or someone that cooks like her.
Or like Aunt Diane.
Yes, well, Diane won't say that, but whoever can make me something really good. And then after that, I like Stan, I like to snorkel. So I would go do a snorkeling with the fish. Just float around. You're not worried about how much, when your air is going to run out or not. You're just with the fish. I don't like to go in caves. It gets me too nervous. But if it's open so you can see the sky, I'll go through there and see that. But the water's got to be just nice, not cold, and no sharks. No sharks in the water, right? So we can't have that. So then you come back and you have a nice dinner with some good food that somebody's cooked for you. I don't clean up and I don't do dishes. And then at night, I go get a massage. Somebody who's given me a nice massage and a foot rub and has done my nails and has massaged my head. And it's perfect. And then I have dessert afterwards, because you got to have a little bit of dessert, preferably key lime pie in there somewhere. Then you go look at the sunset, right? You watch the sun go down. And then you come in and then you watch a movie and you have popcorn. And there's your perfect day.
What would your movie be?
I would like an old movie. I like old movies.
Like what?
Like black and white old movies with some kind of whodunit. Who did this? Like Agatha Christie or Perot. And you got to solve the problem. And at the end you're like, they did it? I never guessed them. I thought it was this person. So that would be my deal. Okay, is it time for my face?
Yes, give us your gurning face.
I think that got bumped. I don't know a gurney face, but I like this face. What kind of face is that?
It's a creepy face.
That's a creepy face.
Tell us about each of your kids.
All right, so Jennifer's been married for a long time. She got married when she was like 19 years old. And she's got 5 kids, and she lives a long ways away in Florida. And we wish that she lived closer because it would be more fun if she lived closer. But Jennifer is a mover and a shaker, and things are going to happen. If she wants to take the kids, all 5 of them, and we're going to go paddle boarding, we're going. And so if the house looks like it doesn't matter. We're going. Get in the car. Let's go. And I like that. Very just spur of the moment. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go do something. Not, ooh, I got to make sure this is done and that's done. Then we can go. It's just.
That's my mom.
It's so great, isn't it? So she has that.
My mom, she wants everything to be done before we go.
Okay.
Well, I do too. I do too. So that's Jennifer. Then there's Melissa. Melissa has worked hard to overcome a lot of stuff in her life. And we are so proud of her that she's going back to school because she's done a lot of schooling in a lot of places, and she's brought it together to try and focus all of her loose ends and bring it together to do schooling. So we're really proud of her to try and pull that all together. And then there's Nathan. Nathan is just a tender, kind, peaceful soul. And he's just easy to be with. He's not in your face about stuff. He's not uptight about things. He likes peace. And lately, now that he's getting older, we liked hearing that he shares some of his ideas. And we listen to it, and we might not always agree. But we like that he's able to share his ideas. Because for years, you never heard what his thoughts were. It was just, he just kind of went along with things. So now he shares. And so we like his sharing. And he kind of is, in my opinion, the glue with all the kids, because he can hang out with Jennifer great and all the kids. He can hang out with Melissa and wonderfully. He can hang out with Daniel. So he can just be with everybody, where sometimes not everybody likes being with everybody unless Nathan's there, because he's a little bit of a buffer. So we like that about Nathan. He's a buffer. And Daniel is one of the best huggers. He hugs. Even when he was young, he would hug Grandma and Grandpa. Just bring him in for a hug. Bring him in for a hug. And he likes hugs. And it's not quick. It's not. It's solid, and you can feel it. It's like, oh, Daniel, I love your hugs. And so it's been very fun to see Daniel become a dad. And because you don't know, get a scratchy throat, when they're the youngest kid, how they will do. Water. Being a dad, because they've never really done it. But he changes diapers, he burps. You gotta have water. He gets up at night.
You want me to pause for a second?
Yeah, pause. So with Daniel, so we're just seeing how he is just turning into just a fun dad. And he gets to do a lot of the dad care, because Jazzy's at work. So they swap off who stays at home. And so he'll send us videos, and he has got little Elijah outside in the grass moving and doing things, and he's got his little dad voice on and his cute voice, and so he's been fun to watch.
What does
Like
Jasmine do for your family?
Jazz is just awesome for our family. She brings stability. She likes stability, which she did not seem to have when she was growing up, and she really brings that. And she brings a love of the gospel. So she is solid. She loves going. She wants to be a part of it. She loves the family aspect, and she's wanted little babies for a long time. So when they finally got Elijah, they were very excited about that.
Wow.
She's a gem.
Brian had mentioned that Jennifer's husband, McKay, you've known him for a long time when he was a younger boy.
Yeah.
And now he's a man. Describe him as a man.
So as a man, he is a guy that is involved with his kids. Just, he's right on them. Like when Brian said, the time when you're like, I'm done with this kid, just send them away somewhere else. You send him to McKay. He'll discuss it with them. He'll talk to them. He'll go through life with them. They have scenarios. He makes them think through what you're doing. How is this going to work for you? Let's think about that. And these kids will respond to that, where as another parent, you're like, you're just driving me crazy. But he's like, let's back up and work through this. So he thinks through things. So I appreciate that about him. He's perfect for her. They're perfect together.
What is it you love about your immediate family?
Mine? I really love that each one of my kids brings something different to the table that I don't have. I was very much a people pleaser. I liked to please people. None of my kids have that that I've seen. They're not trying to make sure that I'm really happy in my life. They have their own ideas and their own ways of doing things. And I kind of appreciate that they're not all like, well, we better do this because otherwise mom's not going to like it. That doesn't happen.
Let me ask you about two other people. First and foremost, your sweetheart.
I love Brian. He is so good. He is so good for me. I've been on more adventures with Brian than I ever would have gone, ever. Some of them a little scary, not gonna lie. Going down the river in a raft. What is it? Middle Fork of the Salmon or wherever it was, with boats tipping over and rapids and people flying out and stuff. I'm like, what am I doing? What is happening? The bungee jumping experience was another one of them. It's like, yeah, that is never gonna happen again.
Only two.
So there's only two experiences that I'm not jumping out of a plane for him. He would do that. But just the trips we've been on, the mission we went on, the Peru trips, the Guatemala, the humanitarian missions, he provides for me. He lets me grow and do my own growing, and he's perfect for me. Because otherwise, I probably would have been a little afraid to do many of these things. And he's like, let's go. Even to scuba dive. The first time I went scuba diving and sucked air in, I'm like, I'm never doing this again. He's like, let's do this. Talk you through it. Count. And now when we go scuba diving, I'm like, this is great. This is just great. So that's what I love about Brian.
Last person, tell me about your oldest sister. You got a special relationship
I love
with your
Anita.
sister.
She is my favorite. And growing up, it wasn't always that way. She was what I considered bossy. But now I considered it, nobody else thinks that but me, but now I consider it very organized. If we have to go anywhere and she's there, I'm like, this is going to go great. Because she'll have it all fixed just right, and I can slide right in and work with her just perfectly. In fact, if there's anybody that I would like to live next to in my older days, it would be by her. It'd be somewhere by her. Because I just love everything about her.
She would like that too.
I would love it.
Your favorite Halloween candy? When do you hit the Lone Star with you?
My favorite Halloween candy is, I really do like Almond Joys.
Oh, those are good.
I really do like those. I can't lie. I don't think I can pass up when I see them in there. I eat them and then I pretend like I didn't, but I really did. And if the kids got those, I'm like, you don't like the almonds in there, I probably need them. So that's me.
David Lee Esplin, November 17th, 1974. What was the other question?
How old are you going to be?
How old he
How's
is?
her
Or
now?
I'm 48.
Nice.
Age man, now beauty.
Sienna Fielding Esplin. My birthday is March 10th, 1981, and I am 42.
Okay, let's test you. Try to do the kids.
Okay.
Just for fun.
Don't cue me. Let's see if I can do it. So, I've got Jacob was July 22nd, 2001. Thomas is January 1st, 2003. He was almost 1203. It was really close. By like 15 minutes, but Sienna wouldn't wait. I don't know what was going on.
Story of your life.
That's right.
Sienna wouldn't wait.
Sienna wouldn't wait. Okay, that's 2. That's 20%. I'm doing pretty good. See, Ari is June 18th, 2007, and then Lily is May 29th, 2007. Sorry, Ari is June 18th, 2005, and then Lily is May 29th, 2007. Matt is then April 7th, 2010. James then is May 20th.
Nope.
May 18th?
Yes.
May 18th, 2012. Susie is July 7th, 2012. Oh, it's the 8th? Darn it. So close.
See, I have to say
July
that
8th
number. I gotta say like 7, 8.
Oh, okay. July 8th, 2012.
Nope.
14.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry,
I did that
14.
on purpose, just to make sure you were gonna think about it.
Then we got Julie is May 20th, 2016. And then Vivi is May 18th, 2021.
You just gotta try again on that one.
It was way off.
Short-term memory is just going. Okay, let's start again on Vivi. I think you know this one
Vivi
better.
is... No, she's the 18th of...
Dad, you already said that. That was Ari.
I'm sorry. Oh, that's June
And
18th.
Julie. So
Ari
let's
and
start with
Julie
the
on
month.
the
When
18th.
was Vivi born?
No, Ari and
When were you
James are
born?
the 18th.
You're a May.
Go get the
No, you're
calendar.
June. Sorry. You're a June birthday. I knew that. Okay, so June 20th, 2021.
That is 28.
28. I knew that because I'm still fighting with the insurance company about the bill.
Dad, it's 10 days after.
Yeah, we haven't paid our bill
June
yet.
28th. Sorry. Oh, there goes my makeup. June 28th, 2021. And then Paxton is August 22nd, 2023.
Which,
Just
so
only
we
a
had-
few little.
So
That's
that's why
not bad.
Lily was trying. So we
I
had.
got at least 80%.
Yeah.
Did Lily
We started with a 7:22, and we ended with an 8:22. 22 years later.
Wow.
Beautiful
There's some
booking.
There's some numbers for you.
Well,
Okay, everybody's had to do their craziest little
Gurney.
gurney face, so you gotta do that.
Okay.
Okay, you ready, Dave?
So you get to practice gurning
oh,
Gotta do your face. Everybody's had
as
to do
ugly
it.
as you can.
These girls will help you.
okay.
Is it like on 1, 2, 3 or
Yeah,
something?
my mark, cassette, do it. There you go. There you go. That's perfect.
Okay, delete the tape.
Alright, so here's the actual question. So if you get to pick your perfect day from beginning to end, however you want it to look, where, when, with who, whatever, what would that look like?
Okay, so let's see, my perfect day. I'm learning that perfect isn't quite how I want to write it anymore, that's for sure. But
Your make-believe.
So that's probably why it's just me and Dave, because then perfection is a little more attainable.
There you go.
Even though I'd like it to be my family, then perfect starts to go really fast. So I think Dave and I have had some really great times snorkeling. And so maybe that's the perfect day. I don't know, do I have to elaborate a lot? And just leave it at that.
Wherever you want.
So yeah, snorkeling with Dave.
In Hanama Bay.
No, probably somewhere else, I think. Like the turtle, whatever one that got probably buried by the lava flow in Hawaii, the big island. But somewhere more like on our own. That was cool. So, yeah. Okay.
For me, I think perfect day is getting your backpacking stuff on. And we did this once in Big Basin State Park in California, where we backpacked, just the two of us, up this trail that didn't have any roads near it, and so you were completely on your own. Even though it was California, it was very isolated and quiet, and we just backpacked for 5 miles or so. You just enjoy chatting and walking, talking, and then when the sun goes down and there's no light around, it's just super quiet, and you set up your tent and relax, and that was a really good day, I remember, for sure. Perfect? I don't know. Is that perfect?
It's your day. It can be perfect. So what have you learned about each one of your kids, a trait or a characteristic or something that you've really learned to appreciate or love? About each one of them. You can start at the bottom and work to the center, or however you want to.
All right. Okay.
Tag team it, however you want to make it happen.
So,
we're going to be here a while.
let's start then. Okay, so
Start with
Jacob.
Paxton, that's easy.
Paxton. Okay, I like how Paxton is a sleeper. He's super chill. I think he's gonna start to change because he's gonna get bigger and stronger and stuff. But right now, he'll like almost every time you can give him his binky and delay him like
Half hour at least.
half hour at least. But he'll sleep from like 10 to 5. It's wonderful.
Yeah, that's been
You can
good.
do a lot when you get that much sleep.
Your brains work a lot better.
I don't feel like I'm sleep deprived, so that's been great.
I would agree. Vivi, the life. She's lively, and she oftentimes is very agreeable. I like that about Vivi, where she'll be like, yep.
Doesn't her name mean life?
Yeah.
That's why we thought, we need to go with a peace after lively. We're gonna follow that up with
Peace,
Pax. Let's see.
I guess
Julie. I love about one thing I love about. Oh, you don't want to hear? Okay. Julie doesn't want to hear.
all right.
One thing I love about Julie is how energetic she is. Like, she wanted to get up with Lily early to go to the park this summer, and wasn't afraid of just being out there and active. I love that about Julie. And her gymnastics that she loves.
She's always doing a cartwheel right now.
Lots of cartwheels right now.
Julie is, she keeps coming home from school with little things that people are giving her at school. I don't know if...
Like presents from friends?
Yeah, how she works it, but she seems to, she's not a real, outgoing, friendly person, but she seems to, bring him in some other way. That right now she's... always I got a little sticker, I got a little bear.
That's super cute.
So,
Then Susanna. Susanna loves to be hugged and kissed, and she's lots of love with Susie. Not that the other kids are not like that, but Susie especially responds to touch and love.
And she's also pretty good. Like she knows what's happening.
That's true.
She's
very aware.
She wants to
do what's right.
Do what's right, and she wants to make sure other people are doing what's right. So, a little bit of the police at times.
Susie.
Which is good. You need a little bit of that.
Yep. Then we go to James is super inquisitive and even though some of his eye issues are challenging, it's neat how he adapts to like really learn things despite his limitations. Like, you know, no, Dad, let me take the screwdriver. I'm gonna fix the like pull the screwdriver out of my hands, kind of thing. He wants to be fixing and very inquisitive.
Yeah.
She's a two-edged sword, but I think it's great that he loves that. What do you think about
yeah, that's
traits that you love
certainly
about James?
Certainly one of his traits is, and hands-on, like so many memories of him being right there, helping. So he's been a good. He's always wanting to grab Paxton and hold him, and I love his like he's really coming into his own on like just I guess working more and you know it is a little bit harder for him, but it's been pretty neat to see him putting in the work pretty well. Okay, Matt. Matt is very thoughtful and is like not necessarily in like a, not that he's not kind, but I'm not speaking in that way, but maybe there's a better word. But he really is able to think things out, whether it's folding something or drawing something or math. He's got this capacity to kind of, you know, I think he lives in his head a lot that way, but and is able to, like, yeah, he can just draw an animal. Like if you give me a picture, maybe I could like figure it out, but he can just come up with that. You know, he has this great power to do that. I'm pretty impressed by that.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I agree.
Lily next.
Lily.
When I think of Lily, I think of like vibrant and
singing.
Noise.
She loves to sing and just it's joyful to her.
Yeah, no, she's I just think of her as a very, I know this isn't always who she is, but obviously no one is, but she's just happy, and I don't think she realizes how much that's what she puts off. You know, she doesn't even see it, that she's putting off all this light and you know, like she walks with this bounce and, you know, but yeah, she just has a lot of life in her and joy.
Yep, a lot of joy. Ari. Ari can be a real worker. Like I know sometimes she'll, when you'd make cinnamon rolls, she'd jump in and help and just work hard. Reminds me a lot of you.
She does have that, like,
just put her head down and go.
Yeah, kind of quietly, just doing what needs to be done. And I think lately I've just been real impressed with her growth. You know, she's doing a lot of hard things, and just, I'm sure it's not easy for her, but she just does it. Like, that's art. She just does it. I don't even, I don't even understand all that she has to do, because it is a little different than, you know, my experience. But she gets straight A's, and she maybe can't read the board, but she figures it out anyway. Like, she's, yeah.
It's impressive.
Yeah.
Tell us about your missionary.
Thomas is a lot like Matthew in that, well, yes, he's a lot. He thinks a lot, and I like that side of him. But I also like his funny side. I think Tom, that's one thing he always brought to our family, was just like silliness, not just silliness. And I always loved that about Tom. That flavor that he brought to our home. What are your thoughts?
No, come here for a second. I need you to help me. No, I need you to help me. Come here. Here, take baby and go change her diaper, please.
So, sorry, I guess I was supposed to keep talking through that. Yeah, Tom, what thoughts do you have?
Yeah, good sense of humor and, you know, just perseverance. Like when we did that marathon, I mean, it was really his, you know, desire to do a marathon that got me going, and he got the book and we did it. It was awesome.
That's great.
Yeah. And Jacob, super intelligent, like able to dissect things and understand and pull things out, and then remember it, especially like, you know, and be able to outline to you the 4 reasons why the 100 Years' War meant X, Y, and Z, and it's been years since he studied it or something. It's just incredible amount of you know, capacity to retain and utilize information.
I think, too, one thing with Jacob is he really wants to be honest. He wants to be authentic, and I really respect that about, like, trying to figure out what that is, and that's great.
Tell us one thing that really touches your heart about each other.
Before we start that, can I change the diaper, because it's like killing me.
Okay. Sienna, why don't you tell us about Dave while he's doing that?
All right.
He's doing his nasty business.
So, let's see. I think, sorry. Okay. Today, when I always know, or Dave always talks about how he never closes his eyes when he gives a baby blessing. He always keeps them open because he wants to look at that baby. And so today I said, I'm going to keep my eyes open and watch Dave. And that really touched my heart, just seeing him and his love for his son, and that, you know, he does love each of these kids that we have, and that's really touching to me. I really like how he tries really hard to, we've been trying to work through things, and he just keeps coming back, even though I'm not always easy to live with, and he's not always easy to live with. I really appreciate that, and that we just keep trying and keep working on it, and it means a lot to have somebody that's willing to stick with you and put up with you, and so yeah.
What's your next question?
The next one was, what is it that you think that you like, one of the things you like best about your whole family? Something your whole family is to you.
What do I like best about my whole family? So I think some of my things I like best is when we're singing. I think we've got the girls, and even Matt is starting to, but that they can kind of hear parts and sing parts, and to me that's real beauty is when we sing together. That's been pretty neat. So I like that. I guess I kind of like to a certain level, like the liveliness that's in our home. Sometimes it drives me crazy, but
Would it surprise you that most of your children, when we ask them what they like most about their family, what did they say, Sherry?
They like how many kids are here, and they always somebody here to be with them.
Yep.
Is that what you were thinking too?
Exactly.
Yeah. So they like it.
I think that we had some really special times to go through COVID and do homeschool. And I don't know if we'll ever go back to it, but I don't know why I'm gonna cry. But there were some really beautiful moments of having a baby, having Vivi, and they were just right there. We have videos of, like, she's learning to walk, and they're just all like standing in a circle, and I don't think they realize how unique that experience was, because that's all they know, until they grow up, and I know Lily's just starting to be in, different homes and see, like, some families don't eat dinner together. Like, how weird is that? And so just how neat it is it was to have that experience, to be together so much, and there were hard things and things that didn't work about it, like all things that we go through in life, but there was some really neat things that came out of it that kind of I'll always hold in my heart, that were neat. Yeah, so.
Dave, what's something you really admire about your sweetheart? Something special that stands out to you?
You got to go be inspired while you changed a poopy diaper. So I'm thinking you got some really good stuff.
Inspiration. Flowing. Inspiration.
Actually, I hope that a poopy diaper doesn't inspire you. It's really crappy.
Well, I was changing.
This reminds me of...
Oh, man.
Oh boy, Sienna's got so many great traits. It's hard to just say one, but One thing that Sienna does just really, really well and stands out is her willingness to work and provide and care for her kids. And for me too, it's impressive that she just does so many thoughtful things that is provided for our family. Not afraid to dig in and get dirty. Do the hard stuff. It's pretty impressive.
Because your kids did mention homeschool, and they did like that time together, and more than one of them.
Did they?
Enjoyed that,
they did.
Being with all the kids together, so.
What other question do you have?
Last but not least, the best question of all is.
What is your favorite Halloween candy?
Do I have to guess the others?
Oh, you can play it that way, or.
Oh, let's
you can say
guess.
your own.
Oh, okay.
I know it's not candy corn or Peeps.
Candy
Wait,
corn
Peeps
is your mother's favorite.
Mom likes candy corn.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
Grandma that's.
Yeah, I was teasing the neighbor.
Well, we know where
She
to
calls-
send the candy
She
corn.
calls her dogs poops Tootsies. I'm like, you must not like Tootsie Rolls. That's easy. She's like, no, I like them. Well, then name something you don't like candy corn, because nobody likes that stuff.
She's like, I like that too.
I know it. So Juliana?
I would say
We'll throw it away.
Sienna's least favorite is a Tootsie Roll.
No. Favorite.
Oh, her favorite.
Favorite.
Favorite Halloween candy is going to be Snickers candy bar.
That's pretty good. Yeah, probably right.
Okay, now for Dad.
Dad would be probably like you can get the gummy bears. I'm just trying to think what else. Jolly Ranchers would be on there. But I don't know, like a sweet tart kind of. What else is that? What do they have for Halloween candy that you might get?
The sweet tarts?
Yeah, they don't really hand those out for Halloween though.
Smarties?
Something, no, not those. You wouldn't choose those. So like, I'll just go with gummy bears. I don't know, what can you think of that's better
That
than
would
gummy
work.
bears?
They did good, they chose it.
Awesome. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Fantastic.
My turn again because it was really loud.
Which question
in
did
the
Dave
playroom.
miss though? He missed one of the questions I asked. Or
Did you miss
asked
a
me.
question?
Yeah, Dad.
I don't think so.
What do
You
you
asked
love
me
about
too.
our family?
Oh yeah.
Love about your family.
Okay, something
Like-
I really love about our
like-
family.
Yeah.
That's a good question. Lots of options there. Let me think before I answer. Our family, not me.
Do you want to get your stuff ready?
Well, let me tell you something I love about me.
Julie, do you want to get your stuff ready to go?
Oh, that's such a good question. I think the thing I love about our family is those little moments when things actually come together and work out. Because there's so many that don't, right? And so many chaotic moments. But like, you take the RV trip we did to the national parks in Utah, and yeah, there was lots of fighting and chaos, but there was some little moments inside of that you just felt a unity and a strength that I really, really thought was powerful.
Nice.
Working together.
Very good. This came together, if you're counting a moment.
Yeah.
Having all your people here.
Oh yeah,
and
no, this
stuff.
was wonderful. This was
This
really neat.
was
This made this move pretty awesome to feel like
People
that's
can
a
be here.
change that we want to embrace and we need it.
It's not an 11-hour drive for people.
Oh.
Thank you guys.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. 'Twas grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieved. How precious did that grace appear the hour I first believed. My chains are gone, I've been set free. My God, my Savior has ransomed me, and like a flood, His mercy reigns. Unending love, amazing grace. Unending love, amazing grace.
Right. I almost turned it on recording when you did all those silly faces. Oh, I should record what she's doing.
For the group.
What is this?
Big belly, funny face. Okay, now make a face that looks like Susie. Make a Susie face. Oh yeah, that looks
Here
nice.
she comes. All right, Lily, you get to sit in the chair. All right, girls.